What's cracking, everybody, and welcome to episode 205 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts tonight, Arnell Pearson, alongside, once again, the man who eats, Garrick Bartholomew Eaton. What's happening?
I would like to henceforth just be known as the Elden Lord, please.
Because he's almost 100% at all the bosses in Elden Ring, so he's over here with a fat dick, just like ready to fucking chop it up, dude. So you beat Millennia, and
beat Millennia today. Beat Moog, the Blood Lord today as well. Now I am trepsing my way through crumbling Faramazula. God, these names they're so ridiculous when you say them out loud. I'm trying to tackle a secret boss there right now by the name of Dragon Lord Placidusax. And
ooh, dude, Placidusax was a hard one for me.
He's a toughie. He's a toughie. I've gotten him pretty close down a couple of times. But his second phase where he starts to it's that fucking Ghidorah laser beam bullshit he does, man.
Yeah, it is.
Damn,
like, what the fuck was that? Dude, the first time he did that, I literally was like, I died, and I was just like, oh, okay.
It took me like 20. It took me like, not 20, like 12 tries to beat him.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
Dude, he's been a tough one, man. I think I'm on attempt 4 or 5 right now and I literally was just like, yeah, I'll come back after the pod, sort of thing. But yeah, dude, I have been playing so much Elden Ring. Like, I'm living, breathing Elden Ring right now for my spring break. I'm loving it.
Maybe like that, yeah.
So is Placenta Sax, is he harder or not harder than Millennia?
Oh, he's definitely
it's hard.
He's difficult, but I definitely don't feel like he's going to be as challenging as Millennia was. Dude, okay. I literally had to with Millennia, I had to stop. I literally had to stop, go get a whole ass different weapon, farm that weapon up, and then go try her again. Because the weapon I was using was not cutting it. And I literally had to try several different summons before I get it right, because she has this self-heal bullshit that she does, and she can self-heal off of your spirits too.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
She drinks your alcohol and everything. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Oh, man. Well, that sounds like a awful time. This sounds fucking terrible.
I loved it. Every moment of it.
Good old Placenta Sax. He's just killing it on the saxophone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Placenta Sax is absolutely insane.
This is crazy, dude. But what's also crazy is our little baby boy over here. We got him. It is twitch.tv's DJ Simper! DJ, how is your day going, my king?
It's been going all right. I went to class today because we finally have class for the first time in forever. My Tuesday and Thursday class. And we talked about nothing.
Nice.
So that was pretty productive. Me driving to campus for an hour and a half and doing nothing.
All right, I love that for you.
Just to drive home and hit 4:30 traffic, and I love it. I love it. Why do people live out in the suburbs and have jobs in the city? Why is city planning so bad? Why does that exist?
It sounds just as terrible as Placenta Sax. Everything about that sounds awful.
That sounds worse, honestly.
Yeah, I know. 100% way worse. Way worse.
Terrible.
But, how's the student film coming?
It's coming along. We just had our first 2 shoots, and we are working on our next 4 coming. So I hope those go well, because we just had a different thing going on. With the days what we're shooting, the times and locations. So.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair. All right. Well, I'm glad it's going good for you, dog. I'm glad it's going swell, at least now, because I know things are getting a little stressful there for you for a little bit. But yeah. I'm glad they got you by the balls, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like placenta sax does, Garrick. Garrick, what weapons did you use to beat Millennia?
I used Mimic Tear and Rivers of Blood.
That's how I did it.
That'll
That's
do
how
it.
I did
Yeah,
it.
that'll
Like that
definitely
was
do
the
it.
only way. I tried using Moonveil and Black Blade Tish as another summon first. I got her close a couple of times, but it just, dude, that self heal was brutal because like literally you would get her to like almost dead, and then you'd try to like be greedy about it, and she'd smack you once or twice and be like a quarter of a health bar up, and you're like, no, what have I done?
And they just get bloomed and everything just falls apart from that point forward.
Oh yeah, dude, and yeah, especially like, I'm so glad that her bloom actually has it's so telegraphed. I would say that was probably her easiest move to dodge. Fuck waterfowl dance, dude.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit is trash. It is so long. It is so wide. It's a 3-step move, and then after she ends it, when you go to strike, she's just like psych, and then does like another wave real quick, and you're just like, all right, I just got hit 90,000 times in 3 seconds.
Fuck Millennia.
Yeah.
Good fight, but fuck Millennia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. That's so much. Like her fight was so much fun. Like it was so satisfying to finally beat her. But yeah, no, screw her, dude.
died so
I loved
many
your
times.
boss design. Like she looked amazing as the goddess of Ra. Like that was a dope design.
Yeah.
But yeah, her.
Sick design.
I was, dude. Yeah, I was so happy when I finally beat her.
God
So
damn, baby.
happy.
Well, we hope you guys at home are happy too, because tonight we're talking some really, really fun stuff. But that will be soon to come, because first I need to let you know this is the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and soon have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
See.
Thank you. But if you've emptied your pockets of the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show.
Good Kraken Show.
Getting messages. Oh, daughter's mom. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. DJ, tell them.
Prime Gaming.
And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you that are listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, click, 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 or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
Thank you, DJ. Garrick! We have some captain's orders, my friend. Guys, the newest episode of the Good Kraken Podcast is now live. You can check that out on YouTube. You can check that out on your podcast service of choice. We got a chance to talk. Is E3 dead? Is it finally just fucking done for, right? And I made a cute little, like, funeral memorial thing for the thumbnail. Real good. Real good, that one.
Dude, missed opportunity. You could have absolutely used the Call of Duty coffin scene where it's like press F for respect.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, you're right. Damn it, you're right.
Coffin, just E3.
Could have done it. Could have done it there.
I failed on that one. But we will not be failing it on next Tuesday, because next Tuesday, April 11th, we are going to be ranking the entirety of MCU's Phase 1 movie. So that is going to be Iron Man, that is going to be good old Hulk, that is going to be Captain America, that is going to be Thor, and then Avengers to end things off. And we're going to be ranking those bad boys. And then every quarter, every 3 months after that, we will be adding another of the MCU phases to our overall MCU rankings until we finally get caught up all the way and decide, hey, maybe we should do the shows too. But, oh God. Well, that is a discussion that we will have to have on another day. In the meantime, guys, just as a reminder to all of you, the rest of our month is going to be real fucking weird because of our schedule changes this week due to Nintendo doing what Nintendo does best, whatever the fuck they want, and releasing a massive blockbuster movie on a fucking Wednesday. We had to switch some things around to compensate for those reviews there, as well as some other content that is rolling out for the rest of this month. So please tune in, listen in. We put our schedule out for the week at the end of our episodes just to keep you guys in touch. And if you want a more in-depth look at our week-to-week schedules, you can join our Discord, where we have a weekly announcements section there, where Garrick, our lovely king who eats Elden Ring,
I do be eating Elden Ring lately.
our Lord of Eating. I like that one better. The Lord of Eating.
Lord of Eating.
He posts our weekly schedules every Monday for you guys to be able to keep up with that. So in the meantime, DJ, can you tell the folks at home what we're doing next?
Well, or no, everyone, the folks at home, should protect their neck because we're going to the gallows.
Gallows. Let's fucking go. My phone getting blown up right now. Oh, voice message ain't listening to that yet. You're gonna have to wait. You know what I'm saying? Oh god.
Wait your turn.
My coffee. Guys, today for our one and only segment, we are talking the Super Mario Brothers movie official spoiler-free review from yours truly, Good Kraken. Guys, Super Mario Brothers movie released April 5th, 2023. Directed by Aaron Horvath and Chris Meledandri, which is the most Game of Thrones ass last name I feel like you could possibly have, right? That's fucking dope. But these cats are actually known for working on things like Teen Titans and stuff. So these guys actually have a lot of history doing kids animated content. They do a bunch of stuff in the animated DCU suite. They do a bunch of stuff with just some like regular like Cartoon Network stuff that they've done in the past before. Chris Meledandri did some stuff for oh god, what was it? It's slipping me. It's slipping. No, wait, that's not the right one. He's done all sorts of other stuff with good old Illumination, obviously, but god damn it, why is this Bros movie? Anyways, while I'm looking this up, a budget of $100 million, more than $100 million. Actually, we didn't get a exact dollar amount on that, but it was said over $100 million. But on top of that, we have $66 million globally for the box office so far, which is wild. That's fucking really, really good for what they're trying to aim for here. And then a runtime of 1 hour and 32 minutes. So we have some really, really good timing on this, because the hour and 32 minutes served itself wonderfully. Some fun facts for you guys. A game cabinet in the pizzeria earlier in the film is called Jumpman. The character of Mario was originally known as Jumpman when he first appeared in the video game Donkey Kong in 1981. The character's name was changed to Mario when staff at the Nintendo of America offices thought the character physically resembled the property's landlord, Mario Segale. Can you imagine just existing and then suddenly you are like the catalyst for the biggest video game franchise in the entire world?
Man, that's like a crazy story to tell kids.
Like, yeah, Mario, named after me. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Garrett?
Oh, also, I think there may have been a slight mix-up. Melandri is the CEO of Illumination, but the other director is Michael Jelinek.
Thank you. I was just actually about to point that out here. Yes, Chris Meledandri is actually the CEO and producer for Illumination. But yes, the Aaron Horvath, excuse me, and
Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelinek.
Yes, they've tag teamed things like Teen Titans and other shows around that and movies around that too. So great stuff. Next up, this film marks the first time in non-video game media where Princess Peach is referred to as such outside of Japan, rather than as her original name, Princess Toadstool. Which is that's kind of cool. That's kind of rad. They're just sweet. They're just leaning into that shit now. Yeah, no, she's Princess Peach. You fuckers know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's Princess Peach.
It's Princess
Sorry.
Peach. Don't be a fool. Don't be a goddamn fool. All right. This is the first theatrical Super Mario Brothers film since Super Mario Brothers in 1993, starring Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, which was released 30 years prior to this film. And boy, does it. Does it taste like it? I don't know if you have DJ. I don't even know if you watched that movie, the original Super Mario Brothers.
That was 7 years before I was born.
Yeah. I don't even know if you've ever even touched that shit.
I was -7.
But
Dude.
-7. Yeah, you're ill in life. I know me.
The
and
way
Garrick
they
have,
made
though.
the fucking Jesus, the way they made the Goombas look.
Horrifying.
It's literal nightmare fuel, dude.
It's fucking God, that movie's so bad. That movie's so fucking bad, dude. I don't know. It's fun to go back and watch it and see what they were doing back in like the early '90s for like video game movies. Because we got that, and then we got Mortal Kombat, dude, and that's like a night and day difference. Even though Mortal Kombat's also kind of bad too, it was still
Mortal
at
Kombat's
least
like pretty mid.
at least it was still kind of cool though, right? It was cool in that sense. This was just like, how can we make Mario and Luigi look absolutely just they do not belong?
Not look or feel like Mario at all, because they did it in like the style of Mortal Kombat almost. Like,
Yep.
it's super edgy for some reason.
It's dark. It's like
It's darkly lit. Like, dude, they have just like regular plumbers. It's a fucking weird film, man. It's not what Mario should have been.
I know, dude. But hey, it went down in history. You know what I'm saying? Ryan and Chow, what's happening, baby boy? How you doing? Universal, the film's distributor, is the same studio behind 1989's The Wizard, which prominently featured Super Mario Bros. 3, among other NES games, which had shown that Universal and Nintendo had patched things up after the Donkey Kong lawsuit earlier in the 1980s. Good stuff. Good stuff to know. Guys, let's move into it here. Our top level thoughts of the Super Mario Brothers movie 2023. Garrick, let's swing this to you first. All right. What were your top level thoughts on this movie?
I was overjoyed. So I got to go see this movie with my brother. Our first console that we played a lot together, and this will tie into my top level thoughts, I promise.
Sure.
Was my Super Nintendo. And dude, we played. I have vivid memories of original Mario Kart. I'm pretty sure it was Super Mario Brothers 3 that was on the Super Nintendo, maybe it was Super Mario World. I can't quite remember. But I definitely remember playing like all the various, like, because there was a million Mario titles, right? There wasn't just one, and like the spin-offs or the Super Mario RPG. Dude,
Yeah.
like just so many different Mario games that I just have like these fond memories of, all the way up through like my GameCube years and like even to like Switch. This nods to literally everything Mario. Not even that, but everything Nintendo. They somehow managed to cram every little Easter egg you could possibly imagine under the sun into this 90 minutes, and somehow also make it not feel like it was just a promotional advertisement for Nintendo itself. Like from the get-go, with like Luigi's ringtone being the GameCube, like,
yes,
walk down, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I literally like, I turned and looked at my brother, and I was just like, because like that's like one of my favorite consoles of all time, man. So from there on, I was in it to win it, and I let myself just be absorbed by the nostalgia, and that's really what this film's really riding on. If you've ever been touched by the Mario franchise, or like it had been like Nintendo has been a massive part of my life, you're gonna enjoy this film, at least for one watch. At least to watch it just the one time, because this movie really is made with a ton of compassion and love and care for these characters. And it really shows through, and some of the best damn CGI, like 3D animation I've ever seen. Like this is wow. Like Illumination really stepped it up on this one. And their films have never been bad looking, but this one really looked so good. And it had to do a lot with incredible use of color and lighting that they did in this. Like, damn, they used it to such good effect. And I actually thought everybody's character performances, voice performances for this film were pretty spot on. Actually, I was talking to DJ about this a little bit. If you don't want to see this film because you were like me and you heard those first clips of Chris Pratt's Mario and you're just like, and you're like, they literally chose to advertise to us some of the weakest parts of the film.
Yeah.
As far as his voice lines are concerned, like, and you even get the accent. Like, honestly, I'm glad that it wasn't 90 minutes of the over-the-top accent, and that it had its place in the film, and they used it well. But he sounded like a Brooklyner. He really did.
Yeah.
And it like it fit for like this sort of modern interpretation of the character. And I'm telling you this as somebody who talked shit on this for months before seeing this.
Yeah.
Like, this was my biggest gripe, and I didn't hate his performance as Mario at all. Loved Charlie Day as Luigi. I think the only one that really brought me out is I never felt like Cranky Kong's voice matched his design.
Yeah.
Quite.
Yes.
He's had some. I know he's had some voice lined in some animated shows and stuff, and here and there. And maybe I'm biased because I'm that's how I remember the character when it was voiced then. But I don't know. That was the only one. But I didn't even hate Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, man. But there was just so much about this film to love. And it's really easy to review it without spoiling it because it really just like the plot is what you would expect, like loosely the first Mario game and every other Mario game thereafter.
Yeah,
that's the plot. There you go. Spoiler free, right? But like, this was just such a visual feast, like literally like poking at my brother the whole time and like noticing all of the things. Like, I think one of my favorite ones that I really got to pick out and notice as I was watching the film was, I don't know if you guys caught that DK got his entire Smash Bros. Moveset.
Yep. Yeah.
He even he even got to do like the twirly arm shit in the background. Like, I saw it was so quick too. I was like, I saw that. I fucking saw that. I saw you guys like put that in there. And like, dude, I loved just seeing all of the visual things and like all of the Easter eggs and the rich history of the franchise and the character come to life in this movie. With that being said though, this is probably a one-time watch for me. I loved it, but I do not feel compelled to go see this one again. It was fun. I liked it. It did great things. I thought this was a stronger video game adaptation start than what Sonic got. I would say Sonic was probably like Sonic 1 because we never got to review that. So here, because it was a little older, I would say Sonic 1 was like it's like a 7.5 maybe, probably closer to the 7 range, right? Not bad. And like, I feel like Mario, the Super Mario Brothers movie had a much stronger, much more cohesive showing overall. But I don't feel like the movie itself, despite being really Easter egg heavy and charming, has a lot of like rewatchability. I feel like it would get kind of old kind of quick with the way it presents itself. But yeah, that's my top level thoughts.
All right, DJ, let's hand it over to you, my friend. What were your top level thoughts on Super Mario Brothers movie 2023?
Garrett kind of hit hit it on point with his explanation of his top level thoughts, because I honestly was in a position to just I was ready to hate this movie. I was ready to hate this movie so much. Right, me and my friend Z, when we went to go see it, we were both waiting on, like, because everything we heard about Chris Pratt and everything, I was like, this movie's either
Just came
gonna
in haters.
blow my- yeah, came in haters. I had low expectations, but as soon as it opened, you're just hit with all these Easter eggs, and I just me and Z both were overwhelmed with joy and giddiness, because we got over like Chris Pratt does a really good job here, because I forgot that that's Chris Pratt, with the way he works his voice with the Brooklyn accent and the way that they're wanting to tell this story, and it was really nice just seeing everything like packed full of Easter eggs. And I don't know if you guys notice, like as soon as they do the commercial, the original Mario's original voice actor I think pops up.
Chris Martinet, he's the guy
that
who was like
that was
playing
him.
the arcade machine.
Yes.
It sounds
he's
wonderful.
Yeah, and he goes, Yahoo! And then like
That's it.
you
That's like
knew
the
right
one
away.
part.
Immediate sparks joy.
Yeah, dude.
And everything about it was just so much fun. It was a joy to watch. Like everything was just colorful. It looks fantastic. All the different worlds of Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know what the place where all the penguins are, but that one's really funny.
Yeah.
Do you yield?
And the king's voice was like so deep and intimidating. Like, do you yield? Like he's just like
it's so good. Voice acting was pretty good. Like all the dialogue, like Keegan Michael Key, like just shreds it as Toad.
Nails it as Toad.
Nailed it.
He's so good, man.
He's so good at Toad. Toad, all the characters are represented so well. And it even plays into like some of the tropes that you have or of like Peach players or like people who play Toad. Like they embody the players that play these characters. And he was just, it's like Garrick said, it's only I feel like you can only watch this once. But damn, is a really good watch. It's really fun. All the characters are really fun. The only gripe I really have is Seth Rogen. I don't like Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. One, because it just doesn't feel right. I just hear Seth Rogen. I don't hear Donkey Kong. I don't hear it. I just hear Seth Rogen, and I don't want to think about Seth Rogen when I'm watching a Super Mario Brothers movie. It brings me out of the world of Mario, right? Anya Taylor-Joy does fantastic as Peach. Really, really cool. What else? Jack Black, of course, fucking fucked it up with that fucking Bowser. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Z was looking at me like when he first like did the piano, and I'm like, this is why we love Jack Black. I'm sure
that's exactly what I was thinking about. Just peaches. Dude, I was sitting there thinking to myself.
He definitely asked the production team if he could add that in. He definitely,
he wrote that himself. Like that was pure Jack Black, not Bowser. That was Jack Black.
That was Jack Black right there. But he kills it as Bowser. I love the voice that he does for this. Yeah, this is chock full of Easter eggs, fucking different games, Mario Kart, Luigi's Mansion, everything. This movie is great. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
All right, dude. Yeah, I had, dude, this movie's just pure unadulterated fun. Like I had such a fucking enjoyment like watching this movie last night, and I wasn't expecting it because just like you guys had mentioned, I was in full haterade mode for this movie for the past like 8 months since we've had this movie announced to us. I've been just like, yo, fuck this movie. Like this movie's gonna be dog shit, dude. But you guys also remember me specifically saying, like when we're not on content, that I was like, God damn, watch this movie, Bob, dude.
I want this movie to be so good.
Watch this movie
so good.
And it was, dude. I understand that like there are some things about the movie that are very cliche. There's a lot of cliches in this movie. There's a lot of like little things that you're just kind of like, yeah, no, I can definitely like see them doing this story, right? And it totally makes sense for what they're trying to do. But I mean, when this is something that I talk about a lot here on GK, and like especially when we go into reviewing family or kids content, that like there's a different frame of mind that I try to enter into when it comes to us reviewing kids content, because there's a lot of movies that we've seen recently that are like, okay, yeah, like this could be a family movie, right? And like you have this understanding of what a family movie is, and like it's enjoyment for both adults and kids. Or there's some movies that are like aimed for kids, but as an adult you can still watch them and still take something from it, right? That's a majority of like Disney movies, right? Or Pixar movies, like they're aimed for kids, but like adults still get some kind of emotion out of it, right? This was not that movie. Like this movie is very much for kids, and you can kind of just like tell that that's the frame. But along with that though, my leaning into like how much fun I had in this movie was very much just like imagining 10-year-old me watching this and just losing my fucking mind over this movie. Like everything about this movie is just this 10-year-old little boy losing his fucking shit over the cool Easter eggs and the cool little moments, and just seeing Mario and Luigi come to life, like these two video game characters that are like the two biggest video game characters in the entire fucking world in history. They're on the screen in front of you as characters, not just like little pixels moving or little guys that you're controlling on a controller. They're actually characters now. And that was fucking cool to me. Like I like totally forgot it was fucking Chris Pratt for like a majority of this movie. I just stopped paying attention to it, right? And I was just like, cool. Like he's actually doing an okay job. Charlie Day as Luigi, he was fucking, I forgot it was him. Like for a majority of the time. I didn't even fucking like remember that I wasn't thinking about it at all. I think really the only character that like was legitimately off-putting to me was Cranky Kong. And that was mostly just because like I saw him and didn't expect that voice to come out.
Yeah, I didn't expect that voice either.
Like I kind of wanted more like a like kooky old man kind of thing going on. He just kind of like sounded like Donkey Kong's cousin. Like, I wanted something a little bit more like zany, but he was the only one that was off-putting to me. Like you can tell that like Seth Rogen and Keegan-Michael Key and Anya Taylor-Joy were having like so much fun in this movie. Jack Black, like they were all enjoying their time making this movie, especially Jack Black. Oh my God, does he carry this fucking movie? He fucking carries this shit on his shell so hard, because his character as Bowser is just out of this world. Out of this fucking world. The song that he sings about Princess Peach, the way he like portrays this whole ordeal is, again, we're not going into spoilers here, but effectively their explanation for like Bowser kidnapping Princess Peach in the games all the time is now explained. There's like a canonized reason for like why this is happening all the time. And it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious that this is the angle that they took on it. This movie is really, really creative for being a kid's movie. And like that like gives me such like an extra level of appreciation for it that like I otherwise wouldn't have had. Where like they allowed themselves to fan service. They allowed themselves to tell a story that kids and adults, fans of Mario, would be able to attach themselves to because of the fan servicing with the Easter eggs, and because they basically just said, we're going to give you a little bit of every single Mario game you could possibly think of. Right? Like there's like a scene where like they turn the camera to, you know, a platformer 2D angle, and like the movement follows suit. They do that like 3 times this movie, and every time it fucking hits. Like every time it moves, and you're like, oh, it feels so good, dude. And then it goes from like being a Mario game to being Super Mario Kart, and then it becomes like Super Smash Bros, and then it becomes a Mario game, and then like there's like so many different like displays of Mario fan service that they do in this in such a tasteful way that like it doesn't feel like it's forced. Like they utilize it as plot devices. And that is fucking cool. That is so fucking cool. I had the time of my life with this goddamn movie, boys. Like you guys are saying, like, I don't know if I'll watch it again. I will happily watch this movie again with my daughter. She just went and saw it with her mom today. And I was telling her mom, like, I am not excited for how much Princess Peach shit I'm gonna have to buy for her birthday this year. Because, like, she's gonna love this fucking movie. I already know she's gonna love this fucking movie because I love this fucking movie and I'm not 7 years old. I genuinely enjoyed this fucking movie. Shockingly enough, I really thought this was gonna be dog shit. But when I heard Jack Black pull that fucking Princess Peach song out of his ass and gave us a Tenacious D song in a Mario movie,
Yeah.
I was like,
yes.
I'm in, dude. I'm fucking in, man. Yes, dude. Like this movie was such an adventure. I'm so excited we got a chance to check it out. But you guys are going to be excited to check out a word from our sponsors. This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back in to the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make that happen for you. Glide Mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get that next win. I've got one of these bad boys in my office at work. I've got one here at my desk right now. Devin's got one. Xander's got one. This bad boy is silky smooth, silkier and smoothier than even the silkiest of smoothies or soy milk or what have you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN Kraken for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepad today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for all content creators, and anyone here at GK can attest that late nights are kind of our only nights. Luckily for us, though, Rogue has figured out exactly how to give those late nights and even earlier mornings the supercharge that we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Again, we don't want that. We don't want that. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve the in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators around the world. Now, I know that we've been riding this train for a long time. You might be tired of us talking about this. You might not be tired of us. You might want to just support us anyways. And you know what? For those that do support us, we love you. But the best way to support us right now is to grab yourself a big old cup of Joe. When I say Joe, I mean this Rogue Energy stuff. I need you waking up first thing in the morning with a big old shit to get a big old shit going. Oh, wow. You grab your Rogue Energy cup. Okay, you dip that you just scoop that bad boy right on there. You give that bad boy a shaky dakey, you know what I'm saying? And then you're out the dang door, okay? You need this beverage in your life. I cannot express that enough. You can head on over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off any purchase of shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That's GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub that you would like. Now, back to the episode. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back. We are here, and I have a question for you guys to start us out here with the last little segment of our review here. Gentlemen, who was your guys' favorite character in this movie? DJ, go.
Oh, my man. It's that depressed ass fucking star.
Lumalee! Let's go! Yes! Unanimous! Dude,
Fuck yeah, dude.
the opening line of their only hope is the sweet relief of death. I was like,
There's no escape. The
is
only hope is the sweet release of death.
He was so good, and me and Meryl were losing our fucking shit anytime Luma Lee was on screen. I was like, "This is the right fucking character, dude. I love this little guy."
Dude, with the for the prisoners, mercy.
That was like Z's favorite character
Fresh
too,
meat for
when
the
we watched
grinder, dude. I fucking I love
So
Luma Lee.
good. When the cages were coming down, she's like, ha ha ha, like freaking out. Like, so good, dude. Oh my god, I'm so glad that we all agree on that because that was fucking
Yeah, dude. Luma Lee. I actually think Luma Lee was voiced by the director's daughter. One of the director's daughters.
really.
That's actually
Yeah.
that would be nuts if that's
Yeah,
actually
Juliet
real.
Jelenic.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
god, that's
Yeah, so it's
so
Michael. Yeah,
good.
Michael Jelenic's daughter. That's crazy.
That's so good. I fucking
Yeah.
love that so much, dude.
Serious
God, man.
cat bug energy with their voice lines. I ate it up.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Well, and like I think that kind of like leads into another question too, is just like the voice acting in this obviously is going to be the main thing that we are going to pay attention to, right? Because that was sort of like the like ongoing talking point leading into this movie was the voice actors, because the cast in this movie is insane for all intents and purposes. Like, right? Like we have Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Taylor-Joy, Keegan-Michael Key, Jack Black. Like the list is fucking there. Seth Rogen. Like it's, we saw the list when they announced this movie and we were like, what in the fuck is this movie about to be, dude? And they actually, for a majority of the cast, they fucking nailed it. Like most of these actors fucking killed this here. My question to you guys is, do you guys feel like even though they killed it obviously as a movie, do you guys feel like in your heads you can carry those voices into a full, franchise of Mario movies? Like if we get a trilogy of like Super Mario Brothers movies, right? Do you feel like these voice actors did well enough that like you'll be able to, that's believable going forward for you? Garrett, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if we got more movies for this, especially if you guys stuck around for those post-credit scenes at the end there.
Yep.
Because there were two of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's two?
For you listeners, for you listeners at home,
screen and a post-credit scene.
A post-credit scene. I think I'd totally be around, especially because we get a teaser of a potential voice for a character to come. I think I'd be along for the ride. Definitely to at least see where it goes and to see how they kind of up the ante from film to film. I didn't dislike the voice cast at all. I thought everybody did a really great job. By the way, King Penguin is voiced by Carrie Payton, who is King Ezekiel from The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's rad, dude. Okay. That explains that voice.
So honestly, just lots of really just a really solid voice cast for this film. I thought everybody did a great job, especially like when they were working on either doing their own interpretation of the character or they were just given a direction to do whatever they wanted with that character's voice. And I thought it all really quite played out. I thought everybody did a really, really good job.
So, DJ, I'm going to swing this over to you in a little bit of a different format here, too. Generally speaking, do you feel like a sequel to this movie is still going to bang? Like, do you want a sequel to this?
As long as Luma Lee's in it, yes.
Absolutely, dude.
Okay, dude, it's great. Yeah, like I would love to see a sequel, especially incorporating some of the more characters. And I just read up on the post-credit scene. I want to see that specific character come in and maybe explore the Super Mario Galaxy games,
Which is where Luma Lee's from.
which they did hint. They hinted about Peach's origins, and we
Yes,
could see something
yes.
about that as well. And how is confirmed canon, she's not a mushroom. Not a mushroom.
She's not. It
Not a
is
mushroom.
confirmed, not
So-
a mushroom.
Yeah.
We could there are other characters and adversaries that the Mario Brothers haven't faced yet.
It is true. That is very,
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
And actually, even
and-
more than that too, because of Donkey Kong, right? And the cool
Yeah.
part too is there's word. It's not confirmed yet, but there's word that we might get a Donkey Kong spinoff. Which in this world, I'm here for. I'm kind of here for that.
Yeah, doing something with like King Croc probably.
Yeah.
King K. Rool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Seth Rogen's performance here. I does not fit for this. Like, I'm cool with Seth Rogen. Like, he's cool, but I just don't see him as Donkey Kong. Like, I don't see it at all.
The thing with Donkey Kong that I had in this movie is like he's kind of only like kind of present, so it didn't bother me quite as much. But also, like, the thing that actually bummed me out the most is that they pitch shifted Seth Rogen's voice the same way they pitch shift Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. Like, that's not just raw bare bone Seth Rogen. It's not. Like, they pitch shift it up so it's a little bit higher. And I think they should have just stuck to Seth Rogen being Seth Rogen. Like, if we would have gotten Pineapple Express Seth Rogen as like a dopey Donkey Kong, I feel like that would have sold a little bit better. To me, at least. Because, like,
I just don't want him there. I want someone else. Give me anybody else. Anybody else.
Who sounds like Donkey Kong to you? Give us an example.
I don't know. I feel like Donkey Kong does not sound like that. I don't think he sounds like Seth Rogen. No, I don't think, not anywhere close to Seth Rogen. To be honest,
Because he just sounded like any other like college student to me, and I like that.
Not until he laughs, man. You heard that laugh.
Sure,
There's
sure,
one guy with that laugh, and you know who he is. And you think about it, I'm like, that is Seth Rogen.
Are you kidding me? Like, they only did it. They did it one time because it's like his
No,
thing.
2 times. It was 2 times.
Okay, 2 times, but I laughed both fucking times.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. I laugh at it because it's so ridiculous, and then like it breaks me out of the. I'm watching a Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm sitting in a theater. It breaks my fucking immersion. Because I just think about Seth Rogen, and it's like, why is he here again? Who casted him? Why did he sign on?
I'm like dumbfounded that you were more appalled by him than Chris Pratt, honestly.
Because Chris Pratt did a great job. I was about to hate on Chris Pratt if he was garbage. I would say the same thing.
Yeah,
but Seth Rogen does not go with Donkey Kong. Sorry, Seth.
Fair enough.
Find another project.
Fair enough. I can't say that I agree, but hey, we're here to spread the love.
I don't hate it. I'm kind of in between you guys. Like I don't hate him as DK, but like I don't.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't necessarily like love him. Like I could take it or leave it.
We can have better, and we deserve better.
I didn't think that he did enough for me to really like feel any certain way about it. You know what I mean? Like, because he's there technically. He's only present for like 3 scenes. And like that's kind of like it. Like he's there for like a big chunk for when he gets introduced, obviously. But like after that, there's like 2 parts, and then
He
that's
just gets
it.
like line. He just gets a line here, line there.
Yeah, and that's like fine. That's okay to me, you know. And like they utilize his character in the story well enough that I was like, all right. But I mean, in another case, in another world here, when we do move into another Mario movie, because obviously that's what they're leaning towards, and I'm sure they're gonna make enough money to fucking decide, yeah, no, we're absolutely gonna do another one, right? We could get more Donkey Kong, and he could show up, and maybe he'll give us a chance to maybe be sold a little bit more. Maybe he'll sell DJ. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll get it there.
Maybe it'll make me hate the movie. Maybe that's what happens.
Maybe he's the main character and DG never pays money to Nintendo again.
No. If that happens, man, I will literally, yeah, no.
Well, I'm excited to see, you know, what else they pull off as far as sequels are concerned. Boys, let's not take up too much time here because this is pretty cut and dry review for the folks at home. Let's just get right here to the juicy stuff. Garrick, should people see this movie right away, and what is your rating?
I don't know if I would say if you have little ones, I would absolutely say like if you have a family, this is the family movie right now. Like as much as I loved Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, this is probably going to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more relatable, and engaging as far as that goes. But unless you are like a gamer, like a gamer guy, gamer geek, like Nintendo super fan sort of person, maybe you can catch this one when it comes to a streaming platform. It might not be for you. This is a very video gamified film, like very very much so. And if you are not familiar with Mario outside of that they birthed the popularization of the Nintendo franchise, this might not be a latch on for you, but I loved it. If, like I said, if you're a Nintendo fan, if you have kiddos at home, absolutely go take a watch at this one. And I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
solid,
DJ,
solid.
should people see this right away? And what is your rating?
Yes, you should see it right away, in my opinion, because it's a fun movie. It's a really fun movie, and it's made for kids. But honestly, this movie is made for us adults, and you can bring kids with you. Like that's what this movie feels like to me.
Okay,
'Cause
fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
saw people coming into the theater wearing full Mario and Luigi costumes. Like
Yeah,
I saw a
very
dad
much
wearing a
so.
Luigi costume with their child wearing a Mario costume. It was super fun, super
That's
wholesome. It's just super wholesome movie. What's up, Garrett?
I was gonna say that's true too, because Ernell, I guarantee you, your daughter probably doesn't know what the GameCube intro thing
Yeah,
sounds like.
you
No,
won't
she
get
does-
any of
she
these.
does
That was
She
that
doesn't.
was for us.
The Easter eggs were
Me-
for us, dude. Like fucking
Me,
Punch Out
Yeah.
Pizzeria. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
My daughter's
dude,
not
me
gonna
and
get
Z
that.
were like, none of them are gonna get this. None of them are gonna get these
Yeah,
references.
none of these little
Like
chumps,
we're the
you
only
know.
ones that know.
Fuck these kids.
Like-
Get out. You know, this is officially
Yeah.
PG. Get out of here, losers.
To get the full experience, if you love video games, if you love Nintendo, if you just know about Mario, you should go watch this because it's fun. It is it's pretty exciting visually. It's very appealing. If you are like me and are somewhere on the spectrum, you love this movie. uh, so it's just a great movie. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10
All right, I like it.
because of Seth Rogen. Would have been 9.
Okay.
All right.
All right. The super
Knocking
side
on
character.
Seth a little hard there. Whole point.
No, I don't care. Seth did not. I don't care.
He's dying on that hill.
He's a fucking C character, and you're over here like, oh, he loses a point because of that guy. You're like, get the fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, dude. I do think people should see this right away. I especially so if you have kids, especially so if you like video games, especially so if you at all enjoy the Mario franchise. Even as someone who's been very topical with Mario, I am not the guy that like plays every single Mario game. I'm not. I had spent a lot of time with it when I was a kid and had my SNES. I spent a lot of time with Mario 64, and I've sort of dabbled in Mario ever since then. I mean, outside of like the Super Smash Bros. Stories, stuff like that. And this movie was still a joy. It was still a joy because just as a video game fan, pointing out all the Easter eggs is really cool. This movie is such a great fan service for not just Mario fans, but for video game fans. I think with how big of a franchise Mario is around the world, kids are just gonna have the time of their fucking lives. Like I said, it was so hard for me not to sit in my seat feeling like I was 10-year-old me. That's the kind of level of joy that this movie sparks. Have a great time with this. Go into it. Don't overthink this. This is not some Oscar winning, art piece that you're going to go see. Like, this is a kids movie, and you should allow yourself to kind of go into it enjoying it for what it is. And if you do that, you're gonna have such a fucking great time. You really are. The Animation is incredible. The story is just fun enough that you'll be able to latch onto things just great. Yes, absolutely. Please see this in theaters while you still have a chance. Don't wait until it comes to streaming services. I think that this is worth seeing in theaters. Absolutely. And gentlemen, give us another unanimous, because I am giving this an 8 out of 10. Unanimous.
We all on the same page with our reviews lately.
Yes, baby. Yeah. So 8 out of 10 from official good rating from us here at Good Kraken. Please go check out Mario. You don't want to miss this one. You really do not want to miss this one. But you also don't want to miss our schedule for the remaining couple of days out of this week. So tomorrow, weirdly enough, we have the Shipwreck Show live. Where we're going to be coming in here and having some good old times with you guys. And if you're listening to this tomorrow morning when this goes live on podcast services, we'll see you tonight. But also, if you're listening to this, please go onto our Discord. If you're a Twitch subscriber and you're in our Discord.
It's subscriber. I do subscribe to tits.
Yeah, to tits. If you're a tit
subscriber.
Same, retweet.
My ID.
If you are subscribed to us on Twitch and you're a part of our Discord, you have access to the Shipwreck Submissions channel where you can write in any question you want us to answer on the Shipwreck Show. We pick out the questions that we think will make for the best content, and we allow you guys to be a part of the show that way. So please check that out. It's tomorrow, Friday, good old 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, we have another Splash Damage, which is our multiplayer gameplay stream, where me and Garrick, and I think Devin, I don't know if he's confirmed yet or not, but we are going to be going in. Yeah,
we can't play without him.
I know. We'll figure it out. We are going to be going in and revisiting Valheim. So we're going to be playing that. We're going to have another fun time, because that last stream was us just running around like fucking crazy, getting our reins back in, because Garrick, I think, was the only one with any real experience last time we streamed that game. So please come in. That's going to be another fun one. Guys, let us know if you have seen the Mario movie. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments, and let us know on Twitter. Let us know in Discord. We want to hear from you guys. Let us know if you guys think everyone should see it, and let us know your guys' rating. We want to hear from you guys as much as we possibly can. This has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. Ryan says hydrate. Oh, DJ's drinking that air, bro. Damn, that's hydration, dog. If you enjoyed the show, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
Sirs, you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
Guys, we gotta get rolling on out of here. But until next time, my friends, ooh, fresh meat for the grinder.
You're listening to the #1 podcast in Atlantis.
Thank you, sir.